Hi everyone. These are just some of my ideas on lesson planning. Why are teachers required to make lesson plans and other forms of instructional plans? So for me, they are made to deliver smoothly a lesson. They are prepared so that we can adjust our techniques depending on students' capacity of understanding on that day, whether their behavior are okay or not. We should be flexible enough to adjust our techniques to them. We also make the lesson plans so that we can stick to the required or proper pacing of lessons. So this means we have to have proper time management. Lesson plans are also made so they wouldn't miss anything. They wouldn't miss anything we would want to add or share to the students. They we anticipate that we already have said and shared everything we want because we already prepared a lesson plan, and we are always reminded by what we want to share through lesson plans. So what are meant by Philippine elementary learning competency and Philippine secondary school learning competencies? What are they for? So in the Philippines, the approach to curriculum design in the country is based on content, topic, and competency. That's why the DEX, the Bureau of Elementary and Secondary Education, develop and publishes and disseminates these learning competencies, which are the Philippine Elementary Learning Competencies or the PELC and the Philippine Secondary School Learning Competencies to the field. Most of the subject learning areas have a list of learning competencies, and that's what they are for. They are expected to be mastered by the children at the end of each grade, year level, and also to the end of elementary and secondary schooling. Some subjects or learning areas have a combination of both. The curriculum is designed to be interpreted by teachers and implemented with variations. Schools are encouraged to innovate and enrich or adopt as long as they have met the basic requirement of their curriculum. What are the elements of a lesson plan? So first, a lesson plan, according to Wiki, is a teacher's detailed description of the course of instruction for an individual lesson. So a daily plan or a lesson plan is developed by a teacher to guide class instruction. The detail of the plan will vary depending on the preference of the teacher, subject being covered, and the need or curiosity of children. So while there are many formats for a lesson plan, most lesson plans contain some or all of these elements, typically in this order. Of course, we have the title of the lesson. We have time required to complete the lesson. We have list of required materials. What are we going to use? So, these are what we call yung mga materials. Are we going to use computer or present the lesson through PowerPoint, the blackboard, or the Manila paper? So we also have list of objectives, which may be behavioral objectives or knowledge objectives. So behavioral objectives are objectives that the students can do at lesson completion, and knowledge objectives are what the student knows at the lesson completion. So we also have the set, or what it means is that this focuses on the lesson skill or concept. This includes showing pictures or models, asking leading questions, or reviewing previous lessons. An instructional component is also an element. This describes a sequence of events that make up the lesson, including the teacher's instructional input and guided practice the students use to try new skills or work with new ideas. We also have independent practice, which allows students to extend skills or knowledge on their own. We have a summary where the teacher wraps up the discussion and answers questions. An evaluation component, a test for mastery of the instructed skill or concept, such as a set of questions to answer or a set of instructions to follow. Analysis component, the teacher uses this to reflect on the lesson itself, such as what worked, what needs improving. And last but not the least, a continuity component, which means we have to review and reflect on content of the previous lesson.